Mr. Speaker, I'm proud to rise today in this debate as we're here to talk about a serious issue. But before we move forward, I'd be remiss if I didn't, or any of our colleagues didn't recognize that yesterday we lost one of our brave men and soldiers, Master Corporal Alfred Barr, who's a member of the 435 Transport and Rescue Squadron based in Winnipeg, and died in an accident yesterday. And Mr. Speaker, on behalf of my family and my friends and family, I just want to say that our heartfelt thoughts and condolences go to Master Corporal Barr's family and his friends and his colleagues. I want to say thank you for his service. Mr. Speaker, we're here to talk about a serious issue today, and once again we're seeing the Liberal government shortchange our men and women in uniform by rolling back their tax benefits. The text of the motion before us today is that the House call on the government to show support and appreciation for the brave men and women serving in the Canadian Armed Forces by reversing its decision to take away from the soldiers fighting against ISIS the tax benefit, which provides them with $1,500 to $1,800 per month for the hardship and risk associated with their deployment, and to retroactively provide the payment to members stationed at Camp Arifjan, whose tax relief was cancelled as of September 1st, 2016. Mr. Speaker, you heard that right. We are taking away money and tax relief to these brave men and women who are serving us, who answer the call without hesitation when the world calls. I am hearkened to hear that. And Mr. Speaker, I should go back, and this is going to ruin the video that we're doing today, that I will be splitting my time with my honourable colleague from Sherwood Park, Fort Saskatchewan. So with that, Mr. Speaker, I'm serving notice to the House that that's what we're doing. Mr. Speaker, I've been listening to and following along with the debate throughout the day, and I'm heartened to hear that the government will be supporting this motion, and I'm hoping that by the end of the day that they will be supporting the motion in whole and actually working towards retroactively making sure that those brave men and women that are there that had this benefit taken away from them in September, that they get those benefits applied back to them. But I'm going to stay the course with my speech, Mr. Speaker, because I think it's important until this motion is passed that we get on record exactly what we're talking about today. On September 1st, 2016, the Liberal government ended the tax relief measures provided to 15 Canadian troops stationed at the Camp Arifjan in Kuwait. 300 Canadian soldiers also stationed in Kuwait under Operation Impact benefits remain unchanged. However, in January of this year, the Departmental Hardship and Risk Committee announced to the troops that in their December 2016 quarterly meeting that all tax relief measures to CAF members deployed to Kuwait under Operation Impact would have their tax relief cancelled. You heard that right, Mr. Speaker. A bureaucratic change, a stroke of a pen, is going to impact brave men and women who put their uniforms on and they serve our country so our flag can stand tall and that we can remain free and indeed promote Canadian values abroad. That they're going to have they're facing financial hardship. That's not the good. The good news is, Mr. Speaker, that the change won't take effect until June 1st, 2017, allowing time for members and their families to adjust to this decision. How kind of them, Mr. Speaker, how kind of them. And instead of taking time to reflect on this choice, the Liberals came up with an equally appalling solution. Instead of restoring the benefits our troops at Camp Arifjan deserve, they decided to revoke the benefit for all of our troops who are battling ISIS. And I understand today through the debate that they are actually reconsidering and re-examining this, but I would challenge them that rather than doing that, they are going to, again, agree to our motion and keep this benefit in place. The arrogance of this Liberal government is unprecedented, Mr. Speaker. The Liberals are rolling back tax relief for our men and women who protect our Canadian values, those men and women who ensure that Canada remains the true north, strong and free. These are the men and women of our Canadian Armed Forces who volunteer to leave their families as they travel abroad to perform dangerous work and put themselves at risk in our service of our country. They miss important milestones, Mr. Speaker, birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, births, and deaths. Instead of providing compensation that is a drop in the bucket for these tax and spend Liberals, they're choosing to take away from those who voluntarily sacrifice their lives.